Hi, second graders. Today we're going to work on day 2, topic, narrowing topic to a seed. Our objective today is I can determine the difference between a small moment story and a story about a longer period of time. To get an idea of what my small moment story is going to be about, I'm going to use my mind dump from yesterday. But I can also use, and you can also use, your brainstorming you did on these pages. I could decide to write about my best friend Kirby. I could decide to write about my cat Bodie. I could write about my husband Will. I could write about going camping. Any of these stories I can choose from. And let's see. Well, I noticed that in my memories with someone special, I wrote my husband Will again. And I noticed that I also wrote camping here. And when I look back at my mind dump that I did yesterday, camping was one that I got really excited about. So I'm going to choose to write about camping for my small moment. So we're going to use this page, narrowing a topic to a seed. A seed story focuses on just one small moment in time. So let's think about this. This is my watermelon story. So if I were to write a watermelon story about camping, I would write about my last camping trip, and it would be my weekend trip to Grover Hot Springs. I would write about the whole weekend. And then, if I were to slice this weekend trip to Grover Hot Springs into just a slice of a watermelon story, I would focus on my second day at the Grover Hot Springs camping trip. So I'm going to write my second day of camping at Grover Hot Springs. And I haven't quite gotten to my small moment yet, my seed story. So if I were to focus on my seed story, I would focus on when I went on a hike and saw those bear cubs during this trip. So I'm going to write my hike at Grover Hot Springs when I saw bear cubs. And I can tell that this is my small moment because this whole hike probably took less than an hour. And I'm just going to write 1 hour. My slice story, this was 1 day. And then my watermelon story, I guess that was 3 days because it was a 3-day weekend. So I can really tell that this is my seed story. It's a small moment. It only took about an hour. Okay, class. So what you're going to do is you're going to look back at your mind dump that you did yesterday. You can look, and you should even look back at the brainstorming you did here. You can even look back to when you were brainstorming ideas when you had a strong emotion. You have so many ideas to pick from. So pick the one that you are excited to write about. Okay, class, I can't wait to see your seed stories.